Hi, this is Dr. Ray Jen. This is lesson 4 in citation style. Today we're going to learn Chicago Notes Bibliography. Sometimes I call it Chicago 1. Chicago Notes Bibliography is much different from anything that you have learned before. It's completely different from MLA, APA, and Chicago author date. So this is a brand new thing. This is the original. When people first scholars first started citing text, this was the style. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So here's our familiar paragraph. And notice this is in Chicago 2 or Chicago author date style. Here's the author, Kurzweil. Here's the date, 2008. And here is the page number, page 37. So what we do in notes bibliography is we essentially take out the entire reference. And here, put the period there. Outside the quotation, we go to Format, Superscript, and then we put Superscript 1, and then in order to get out of Superscript, you have to hit it again, and now it's in regular script. So it's not in-text citation in the fact that we cite author, date, and page number inside the text. Instead, we cite a numeral, superscript 1, and we go in order. And here's our second in-text citation. Again, we don't have in-text citation. We put superscripts in the text. So again, we go to Format, Superscript. This will be number 2. So you always start, and then remember to take it out. And here is number 3. While many futurists see a deterioration of the human condition, in 2008, Kurzweil's use of Moore's law is very optimistic in that he predicts that humans will easily double the life expectancy, and that's found on page 36. So we're going to take that out again. Insert a superscript, because it is the third superscript, so you go in order. The first superscript is 1, and then 2, and then 3. Remember to take off the superscript so you don't keep on typing in it. And here we are, 1, 2, 3. And notice I've inserted 4, 5, and 6 just to show you how to do it. This wouldn't be a very good paper, but I just wanted to show you how to do the superscripts. So let's go to our notes. So at the end of the paper, well, if you put it at the foot of the page, then you would have footnotes. But what we're going to be doing is endnotes. So you put all your notes at the end of the paper. So let's say our paper ends there with superscript 6. On another piece of paper, we will put endnotes. So let's insert a page break. So here we are. Here's the next page, endnotes. We call it endnotes because they're at the end of the paper. So here's what our text would look like if it were in Chicago 2. So let's change it. So we would put number 1, And it's not in a hanging indent style. It is in regular indent. So we tab in. Superscript 1 is Kurzweil Ray. Well, because it's not in alphabetical order, we put it first last. Ray Kurzweil, period. And it's not author date, so we get rid of the date. The date goes at the end. So we take out 2008, and we're going to put it right here. In front of the page number. And this is the same. Title of the his article. It's in, and notice in Chicago 2 we had a capital in there, but here we have a lowercase I in, the way we will be 50 years from today. 60 of the world's greatest minds shared their vision of the next half of the century. Edited by Mike Wallace, Nashville, Thomas Nelson. Here it is, comma, 2008, and then we need to change this to a comma, page 35. This is the first use of this text, Ray Kurzweil, so it looks, we have to input the entire information. But if we remember, our second footnote and our third one are also Kurzweil. So look what we can do. We can shorten it if this is the next time we're doing it, or if it's a subsequent from the first. So we can shorten it. Here's Kurzweil. We take a little bit of the title. Progress accelerates, just enough so we won't get confused with anything else. And it is on page 34. The third one, Kurzweil, Progress Accelerates, and it's on, I think I remember it as page 36. So here is EndNote 1, 2, 3. Notice it's not hanging indent, but regular indent. So in the endnotes, these are all indented regularly. And then let's look at our paper. Here's footnote number 4. It was written by Everett M. Rogers, as we see here. It's called The Diffusion of Innovations. New York Free Press, 2003. He wrote the whole thing, and then we have to put the page number, page 77. Let's put in a comma because these are commas, not periods. And there we have the correct citation for Everett M. Rogers. And then number 5, I've already done it. It is Bruce Maslish, The Art of Reviewing. So here is endnote number 5, and then here's endnote number 6 from Dr. Stern, and here is Maslish, and then here's Dr. Stern. Notice, let's go through it. First, last, title of the article, title of the online journal. Here is the volume number, issue number, year. It is access date. Notice it is commas and lowercase because we're going to change it for the bibliography. And then the access date with the URL. Remember, in my classroom, if you took it offline, you must have the URL. Notice that the date for journals is in parentheses as it is here. Whether it is online journal or it is a print journal, the years go in parentheses. So this is called notes. And then at the end, you have a bibliography. So what is notes bibliography? Well, the bibliography is again in hanging indent style, and it is alphabetized. Here's Kurzweil, Maslisch, Rogers, Stern. It is alphabetized. Notice that the order in the endnotes is not alphabetized, but how is it? It's in the order in which it is used in the paper. So whatever order you use the paper, or you use your sources in the paper, you number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, as many as you have, and they are arranged in the endnotes according to order of use. The bibliography, however, is organized in the order of the alphabet. So here's Kurzweil Ray. That's why we have to have last first. Notice it's Nancy, Stern, Bruce, Maslisch, Ray, Kurzweil, Everett, Rogers. This is first last because it is not arranged by, endnotes are not arranged by alphabet, but by use, order of use. In the bibliography, it is used in the, it is arranged by alphabet. And it's a slightly different, so what we do is put periods in where there were commas, essentially, by keeping the same order except it's last, first, and then here's the title, here's the period, here's capital I for in, then here's the title of the book. Notice that the page range of this essay is included up here right after the title, before the editor, and then here's the date of publication at the very, very end. Here's our second source, Maslisch Bruce. This is an online journal. Here's the year of publication. Here's the access date. Here's notice that we changed it to periods, capital A, and then here is the URL. Remember, in my class, you always put the URL if you found it online. Here is Everett Rogers' book. Again, it's last first. Here's Diffusions of Innovations, the title of his book. Here is his the date of publication. And then here's Dr. Stern's, Nancy Stern, and here is the name of her article, name of the journal, the print journal. Here is the year of publication. Here is the page range. Notice in the bibliography, if there's a page range, we provide the entire range. But in the endnotes, we provide specific page numbers, not the page range, but the exact page where the source came from. Okay, well, that's Chicago Notes Bibliography.